Hey guys, and welcome to another episode of Jesus Doctrine. Today, I want to talk to you about part 2 in the series that we're doing as we look at the book of Ezekiel. Now, I will say before I move on, last episode we spoke about who the man was, who Ezekiel was. In this episode, we're going to have a look at the basics of what Ezekiel sees as he looks into the vision of heaven, into the throne room of God. Now, I will say this, there is another video that almost looks identical as this, but in the title it says for mature believers. I want to encourage you to watch that video after this. I go into a lot of detail, going from verse by verse, looking at the scriptures and explaining some of the more complicated things in the scriptures. However, I'm making this video as a prequel because I believe that there's something for the everyday common man to take away from this without getting deep in all the details. And so that's what I want to try and convey to you in this video. In the book of Ezekiel, in this vision, we see Ezekiel looking at the throne room of God. Now remember, Ezekiel wanted to be a priest, and the priest would go and do his job and do his work in the temple, and it would be in the temple, at the tabernacle, on the altars, perhaps if he became the high priest, going into the Holy of Holies, where the throne of God would be, the Ark of the Covenant and the mercy seat. These were the things that Ezekiel would be used to seeing. These were the things that he would expect to be as a 30-year-old man going into the temple and doing his ministry and service for God with. However, Ezekiel has been carried captive as a slave, taken into Babylon, and now he's by the river Chebar, 30 years of age, and God shows him that, you know what, Ezekiel, you're not going to be a priest over there in Jerusalem. It's not going to go the way that you thought. But I'll show you something though, Ezekiel. And God opens the heavens and shows Ezekiel a picture of his throne. His throne was not in the tabernacle. It's not where his mercy seat is. It's not where the Ark of the Covenant was. It's not by his golden candlestick. It's not where the bronzen altars were. It's not where everything that Ezekiel thought he needed to express his faith in the God of Israel was in Jerusalem in the temple, at the tabernacle. But now Ezekiel is in the foreign land, seeing this vision of heaven, and is able to see the temple of God. He's able to see the throne of God. No longer does he go into the temple and be surrounded by golden images of angels on the wall. But now there are actual angels that he can see in the heavens going all around the throne of God. No longer is he lighting these little Jewish candlestick holders anymore. But now he's at the throne of God, and the light source is none other than God himself. He is the light source, illuminating the heavens. No longer is he seeing the bronzen altar to wash his feet and to wash himself as he goes before the throne of God. He's now seeing living creatures and angels with feet that are bronzen like burnished fire. No longer is he having to go to the altar to offer sacrifices to redeem mankind from their sin. Now he's looking at God, who is an all-consuming fire and who himself will produce a sacrifice to take away our sins. You see, I want you to understand that what Ezekiel's seeing is linked to his destiny. He wanted to be a priest on the earth after his father, but God said, I don't need you to be a priest. I need you to be a spokesman, a prophet. And I need you to tell the people about who I am and about what I like. And so this is the little link video. Like I said, this is what Ezekiel's seeing. It's really significant. Ezekiel needs to know that God can use him for his work right here, right now. Regardless of whether you're a priest, whether you're a pastor, whether you're a Bible teacher, whether you're a parent, a Sunday school worker, it doesn't matter what you are, whether you're just a saint that reads the Bible or whether you are just in need of someone to tell you a story about Jesus. It doesn't matter who you are, doesn't matter where you are. I don't care if you're on the street struggling to get free from prostitution. I want you to know that God in heaven sees. And it doesn't matter how far you've been taken captive, how far you've been taken as a slave to issues and problems in your life. The heavens can be opened and God can show you the throne of heaven and can give you a divine purpose. This is what God does to Ezekiel. And this is what the vision that Ezekiel has is all about. It's all about seeing into the heavens, the place where he fits in and the work that he is able to do for God. God has not left him. God has not forsaken him. And so guys, if you do want to know all the details about what I'm talking about, watch the next video. But I wanted to throw this together so those that don't or were not able to understand all of the details of the bigger video, they have this one so they can walk away from Ezekiel chapter 1 and feel like, well, there was something there for me. Because this is why Ezekiel was given that vision. Guys, please do like, subscribe my channel, Jesus Doctrine, please do. And one more thing, could you share these videos for me? I don't say this often enough, but YouTube isn't sharing things wide and far anymore. And I'm going through this book in a way I'm hoping that everyone can take something away and can understand it. So help me to reach people that need to know the truth of what this book or what the Bible's speaking by sharing content. Good night, God bless you. And if you do have questions, put them in the comments. Like I say, watch out for this video. It's coming up real soon. And hopefully this video only goes on to help that one better bless you. Good night.